Okay guys, here it is. This is the build you've been asking for. This is the official ESO 1.3 Javelin Sorcerer build. I've been working on this build for some time. I'm not going to spend too much time on this build video. I do not like long build videos. I'm not going to read a bunch of tooltips you guys can read yourselves. So I'm just going to give you guys the main things you need to know about the build, which is my set bonuses, my traits, my enchantments, and my skills. I'm not going to read over them, but I'll just be showing you exactly what I'm using. So I'm using 5 pieces of the Warlock set. Guys, read the tooltip if you want to know exactly why I'm using the Warlock set. I'm using the head, the shoulders. I'm using 3 accessories. I'm using 3 enchantments on my accessory. 2 of them are flame resist. The other one is spell damage. For my armor, I'm using all 7 light armor, by the way. I'm also using divines on most of my armor and infused on the warlock pieces. I don't recommend divines. I actually recommend going impenetrable, but that's up to you. Everything is enchanted with magicka, so that's what you want to go for, because this build is a magicka based build. So I'm using a white streak set strictly for that damage shield. So I also have a backup set which is for DPS, and that's 2 pieces Torox pack and 4 pieces Twilight set, and my weapons are also Twilight set. I'm also using Restoration Staff and Destruction Staff as my weapons. So let's hop on over to the character attributes. I'm 49 points magicka. I went for max magicka because this is a magicka based build. I'm using the Tower Mundus Stone, which is for increased maximum stamina. I'm also a vampire. I'm using that for Devouring Swarm. And there's other reasons I'm using it as well. You guys can check out the preview video. You can also check out the video of me versus some Dragon Knights if you want to see this build in action. Hopping on over to my skills, I'm all 7 light. I have all the passes from light armor, and I also have the active ability Annulment, which is morphed into Harness Magicka. So moving on to my main bar, which is Destruction Staff. I have all of the passives for the Destruction Staff skill line. I have Crushing Shocks as my #1 ability. This is a good ability for DPS. My #2 ability is coming from the Storm Calling class line. I have all the passives for that. And this ability is basically a finisher, which is Mage's Wrath. This is a really good ability. You want to have that. My next ability is Crystal Fragments, which is Dark Magic. This is a real good ability for crowd control. You get a nice knockdown, and you also have a chance for it to be an insta-cast and cost 50% less. This is a real good ability. Moving on to my #4 ability is Critical Surge. This ability increases weapon damage. No need to even talk about why you want this ability, because it's going to help your healing and your DPS, because both of those are weapon based. My #5 ability is coming from the Daedric Summoning. I have all the passes for that, and that's Vicious Curse. This goes through blocks. That's why you want to have this ability on. My ultimate is coming from the Fighters Guild. It is Flawless Dawnbreaker, morphed from Dawnbreaker to increase weapon attacks. So I have this slotted on my DPS bar, which is my Destruction Staff, to help with Crushing Shocks. Moving on to my secondary bar, which is my Restoration Staff, I have Mutagen as my #1 ability. This is a good heal over time. I have Streak, which comes from the Storm Calling class line. I have Healing Ward. This is for staying alive. You want to pop this when you're low. I have Harness Magicka. This is a damage shield that also negates 50% spell damage, on top of the fact that it absorbs magicka based on how much light armor you are wearing. Like I said, I'm wearing 7 out of 7. And my #5 ability is Hardened Ward. This is another damage shield for staying alive. So if you guys need to see how these abilities work in action and why I'm using them, go check out the preview of the build and the video of me versus some Dragon Knights. I'll be sure to link those down in the description below. My ultimate is Devouring Swarm. This is strictly for AoE DPS. I sometimes swap this out with with Atronach, I believe it is. Summon Atronach, I swap that out with. I also swap it out for negate magic sometimes. I also swap it out for power overload. I also swap it out for soul assault. So you have a lot of, you know, things that you can swap out and switch around, but this build is overall OP. So guys, if you like the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. If I forgot anything, I'll be sure to answer your comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be bringing you more updates in the future. Be sure to let me know what you guys want to see also, because I do listen to what you guys are saying. So just make sure you sound off in the comment section below. And I'll be seeing you guys real soon. Peace.